Yeah. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Mr. Zuka, go ahead. We can hear you, please.
Can hear you, sir.
Hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay. I've seen hello since morning. So I tried to make where you create a new AZ type. That's why you open an existing file in Excel, and that is how where you share, and that's where you also save for you. That if you are saving for the first time, you'll be using save as. But if you are saving subsequently and to preserve the authenticity of the documents, you use save. And I also explained sheet. That sheet is primarily the page that you are working on in a workbook. A workbook is more like a folder that harbors different kind of sheets, and also tell you how you can duplicate sheets, and also teach you on how perhaps you have an information in sheet one and you want to keep the sheet in sheet two, or you want to recreate it and use some things in that sheet. So I think I told you that right click, move or copy, then you check this, create a copy, then you press OK. It will automatically duplicate the existing sheets that you are. The copy and this printer, format printer. I show you how important it is in Excel. Good evening. Yeah, welcome. So format printer, to make your work printer, I like this one. Bam, it replicates everything on it. So I show you the bold, the italic. Maybe you want to italic this form, this number now. You click on it now, it will slant it. And if you click on the bold B, it will bold it. And those things also have shortcuts, which Control B and Control I. I show you that we can also use Control U, which is means underline. Let me remove this color and make it normal. And so standard color, no fill. So now you can see it has underline, and I show that there is two underline. You can also use double underline. So I also show you now the difference between this underline and this border is that if I drag this, hello, I'm hearing some
Continue. We
background
can
noise,
hear
please.
you.
Is it from my place?
Continue.
Okay. So you can see that we have this online now affected only the figure in that cell, but I prefer using this what do you call it, this border, because border gave me what I want. So I can just undo what I just did by clicking on that U, then go to border and choose any kind of underline that I want. Maybe I want double underline. You can see double, it give me double at the last end because that is bottom line. Or maybe I want a thicker one, so it the different, you can see it tick the cell for me. Or maybe I want, you can just choose this kind, anyone you prefer to choose. It give you, hey please help me move the person. Thank you. Yeah. So I show you this border. That's what they use border to create. You use border to know to design your cell. So I show you the difference between a cell. Like this cell is what where you write some things in. So and I also show you that how you can break down a paragraph in a cell. Breaking down a paragraph in a cell does it's not the same thing as what you did in Word, Microsoft Word. So on Microsoft Excel, you use Alt Enter to break a cell to break a paragraph in a cell. Alt Enter. Look at your keyboard, you will see Alt ALT. You click on it and you press Enter. It will definitely like for example, that is number 3. Now I want to break this number 3 here. All I need to do is just to press my Alt in my keyboard and I press Enter. It will take me straight to the 3rd line. So this kind of thing you can achieve it if you just press Enter, like the way you do in Microsoft Word. So in Microsoft Word, you only press Enter and it take you to the next paragraph. But in Excel, it doesn't work that way, because you press Enter now, it will take you to the next cell. So I'll tell you that okay, every cell has name. This cell that we are currently is what we call G7. You can see it has a column G, then row 7. And this is easier place to see it here. The easiest place to see it is this name cell here at the top left side of the worksheet. So that's it. So so let's proceed now to today's work. Okay, so let me create a fresh new sheet now. So this insert now, I think we are not done with this cell. So now this I think I showed the alignments. I also have the general also. This where I put my console is what we call match and center. You use it to match two cells, 2 or more cells together. For example, now you have alpha in this cell now, and so now this alpha is written in column B4, but I want it to spread within column C. What I need to do is to just highlight the 2 cells together. You highlight it. You can highlight it by placing your mouse on the B, then you just drag it. It will highlight, or you click on the B, then you hold down your shift button and you press your arrow, your right arrow. Once you do that, it will highlight the both set together. Then you click on hello. Oh yeah, but I'm
Please mute your mic.
Can I go now?
Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay, good. So I hope I'm not too fast for tonight's class. So just highlight the 2 cells together. Then you click on this merge and center. You can see that it has matched these 2 cells together and it has placed it in center. But still, the name of this cell is still B4 because that is the origin of this word alpha. So to undo what I just did now, I click on that cell and I click on merge and center. It will undo what I just did now, which is very, very simple. Please don't forget some small formula that will ease your work. Like you have Control C for copy, Control X for cut, okay, Control V for paste. You can see those things really matters and it will help you. So another easy trick again, one trick for prevention. You wanted to write maybe 100 here now, and here you want to write 120, and you've wrote, or let me say you've wrote you want to write 120 and you wrote 1200, or you don't want to write on that cell at all. So instead of it to delete, maybe you don't want to write on that cell at all. You get the point now. Instead of it to delete, there's no point in you deleting. Just press your escape button. Your escape is your top left corner. ESC. Just press your escape. In as much that you are still on that cell and you have not click enter or click tab, just press your escape key. it will just delete everything that you've done there. That's one short trick there. It really helps too in Excel too. So we have these numbers. This is where we call number formatting. So you can press your control 1. If you press your control 1 now, it will take you to number formatting. Same what do you call it, same formula, but easier one. This console here, just click on it, it will bring everything down for you. So same thing, all this one too. Once you click on it, it will also bring all these things down for you. Maybe you want to do some deep formatting. You get what I'm saying? For Supreme. So here too, if you want to do some deep formatting too, it will just click on that arrow key. You find for that deep formatting. So this number formatting, it is very, very important. Sorry. So you use to that now. If you pull out a series of information from any database, we have different kind of headings. We have the one that is general, we have number, we have currency, we have accounting, we have date, we have time, we have percentage, we have fraction, we have scientific, we have text. And we have special and common. So the most used one are general, numbers, date, and text, then custom. So this we'll be working with this one maybe in the next few lessons, and how to format a cell, how to format like a worksheet. We will teach you how to format it very well. So this will also help you in data cleaning. You understand? Just let me, I need so babe, hello, I need to charge my phone. So we also now you can also press it up down so you can see now. These are like shortcuts for all this that I've explained now. They are shortcuts. So there's all this, they're also shortcuts. So this is used to reduce the decimal point. Eventually maybe you have 126 points. So something like this now. You use, once you click on it, you use this increase decimal. You use this used to increase decimal, you use this to decrease decimal. For example now, so it will help you to round it to the nearest decimal, to the nearest whole number rather. And also this one you use it to increase the decimal points. That's just the essence of this one. So hope you're getting it now. So we also have this conditional formatting tool. So that has different kind of rules. So these are just used to format a cell too. So maybe you want to this one also, it will, if you use kind of formatting, it will help you to rank a list of, maybe you have let me, please don't ask me how I get this formula, so I did not look like last time. Just watch me as I do it. By now I believe that you might have studied this formula. So so I could have studied it, so you'll not be asking me how did I get all this figure. If you don't know how I get it, check meet with the facilitator. They will give you the link to the previous what they call it, previous lessons. So number, let me just put this one as yeah, number. So this formatting will just help you to format maybe you want to, okay, greater than, you click on the greater than, so it will ask you that greater than 500. So sorry, you highlight it first. You go to formatting, greater than 5. Okay, let's use 500 as an example now. So that is how you can see the way it format this for you. So you use it to pick some numbers randomly. Okay, I need to know how many numbers that are greater than 500. So it will just highlight it for you. You can see that it only left out 403 and 438 because they are less than 500. You get the point now. So there are different kind of formatting. One will put it in bar. So one will create rules, and again you can also create rules for yourself too in this formatting. So format as table. Don't worry, there is a shortcut for this one. Very simple shortcut. In fact, it's just a two word, Control T. So once you click Control T, it will automatically give you a table that you can choose any color that you desire. So cell size, this one is not really important for now for our work. So insert, delete. Maybe you want to delete a cell, I want to insert a cell. There's a shortcut for that. If you want to delete a cell, maybe okay. For example, now let's do this way now. So let me so that you can see that they are different. Okay, something's happening here. It's because it's still picking the formatting. It's still picking the format. That is why you are seeing red. So let me clear the format. Let me clear the row. So clear all, clear, yes. So now we are good now. So let me call this one now. That is what conditioning formatting will do to you. If not clear the row, it will still be thinking this is still in action. So for example now, so let me just put number one, row one. This one too is also have formatting too. Let me clear the row too for this one too. Good. So now Ezra is very, very smart because I put a figure before a number. He assumed that I'm trying to number this cell. You can see I just wrote number one. I make I wrote number one and I drag it. Ezra very smart. He added two to the rest of the number. So I didn't even I only write number here and I drag it, the result will just be number. But because I put number figure one after that number, it's think that I'm trying to write a series. So he added a series number to it. You get the point now. So now let me go back to this one. Is this format what is it? There's one, okay, format as table style. I told you now. Now, one thing about, but it will get there under the insert. You can see this is also table too. So this one is just there to make it more easier, but the right way is to go under insert, or I'll give you a shortcut for that. So we have the sum total. We'll also go to this summation aspect too, where there are different kind of sum, average, count, number, max, minimum, and there are more functions too. If you press more some functions, so there are different kind of function in Excel. So please give me just 1 minute. I need to charge my phone because I use it as my backup. Let me mute myself, please. Ah, okay, yes. You can what's who is okay. I'm just seeing this question now. Your Excel interface did not match. You should match now. Please try to use what 207. 207 is too far now. It's too far. Please try as much as possible to update at least to 2016. 207. There are many updates that they've updated themselves. And even I really have the money I'll be using because of O365, which is like a paid version. Please try as much as possible to update your Excel to 2016, at least minimum version 2016. Yeah, okay, it's free. You can just go. No, don't go to that website. Go to Mokola Day if you're in Ibadan. Yeah, go to Mokola and get the CD install, or go and meet those guys. You want them to install Microsoft Office 2 for you, 2016 version. Minimum 2016. There are 2023, there are 2020. But at least the minimum standard is 2012 and 16. Please get that on your system and you'll be fine. Okay? So let me proceed. So as I was saying, Excel is very smart, and that's why Excel was able to calculate to add series to this one. That makes it number 7. So we have this beautiful what do you call it, tools to sort. You want to sort A to Z, you want to set minimum to maximum, you want to do some custom formatting too. We'll get there, but that's just easy one, just a formula. The formula will, once you apply the formula, all this will not be useful anymore. You also have a filter tool. Filter is very sweet, but don't worry, once you apply that formula, you will be fine with all these ones. So you also have finding, replace, just like your normal Microsoft tools, Microsoft Office tool. You replace a certain words with some certain word that you feel like that's the best, and that is just the summary of this home data. So this just add in, and this analyze data. Add in, maybe you have some plugins that you want to plug to your Excel. One of them is they call it Macabocus. Is a tool used for financial modeling. So now we'll go to the insert, which happens to be one of the tools in one of the tab rather in Excel interface. So we have the pivots. This pivot is very sweet. I'm telling you, if you're into data analysis, trying to use data to summarize anything in Excel, please don't joke with pivots. Don't joke with pivots. It will help you to get some information and to make it very easier for you. No matter how big the data is, whether it's over 100,000 rows, believe me, or the whole rows, this pivot will help you summarize it. But one thing about this pivot is that your data frequency, ensure that there is no merge cell in it. I hope, thank God I've even treated that, like margin of cell. What I just did here now, like I merged two cells together on that home button and I press this merge here. If this merge here is, if we have this something like this among this cell here, and you want to pivot this what do you call it, this table or this set data, it's not work. So ensure that your data is clean and ensure that they are all in each cell. You understand? Don't mobile it together. Let them be in each cell. Don't merge whenever you are using pivots. And we also have the recommended pivot table. Although don't worry, you are pivoting your table, you should know what you are looking for. You should know what you want, so that you to start using the recommended one. So you also have table. This table is very sweet. So I tell my students that whenever you have a data and they want you to analyze it, first and foremost, what you need to do before you start analyzing, ensure that each of these cells has its own what do you call it, format. The one that has alphabet, make it text. Text. The one that has number, like this number like this, you can make it number or you make it accounting, whichever. So the one that has date, ensure that you format it to date. Let it, if you're using short date, use short date throughout. If you're using long date, use long date throughout. If you're using different kind of date, maybe you don't know how date works. This is date now. You have short date. You have, you can see, you have 14 March 2024, 2022. So look at, you can see the format. This one has two date, two, then four. This one has four, then this one has number, and so this one have two, just like this one too. This one just have two. You can see, so I have 2, 3. It doesn't add the close prefix. For another one, can even carry time itself. You know what I'm saying? Ensure that you are formatting your cell before you. So that's what we could call data cleaning. Maybe by next class I will bring a normal data for you. Then we'll start cleaning those data, and you see how step by step we'll clean those data. So where are we? So we have table. So let me just do the table for you. The shortcut for that table is Control T. You can see it, Control T. So it is very, very good and very, very sweet. Just press Control T on your exam. You will see the result now. I will press mine, Control T. So now look at Control T. Now you should understand that whenever you press something in Excel, maybe you copy or whatever you copy, it's showing you that this is the start point. This H4 is the start point. This is the end point. This number 1 is start point. This 875 is the end point. You can see it now. So really, this is a formula in Excel. Look at it. So this symbol, this dollar symbol, you are seeing, there's what we call cell referencing. So this is what we call absolute cell referencing. That means you can't go past those things. So the original name of this cell is H4. Is what? H4. You can see H4. That is the original name for this cell. The original name for this cell is N what? N14. Oh, sorry, sir. It's even yourself. So it's N14. Please help me the file back my bag. So N14. So now this table is telling that what is highlighting is, let me do it again. But by default, it will do it for you. You can see it now. So let me cancel it again, and just make sure that your within those data that you want to apply table on. Naturally in Excel, they are all table. Every box you see in Excel, they are all table. Unlike what Microsoft Word, I just was more like a sheet of paper. But in Excel, they are naturally table, but you just want to make the table official. You want to make it look beautiful. So you click on any spot in this place. So then you click on Control T, or you come to insert and you click on table. Same thing applied to. You can see Excel is very smart. It didn't hold on to this figure in column F or this one. It stay in this H and N. For adventure, you want it to capture other things. Just click on where you want to start from. Maybe here, and you drag to any place. You can see when I drag it, what are you saying? You are saying that the name of that cell has changed. It has changed from what? F4 to what? To N14. This is F4, this is N14. But our emphasis will be on this aspect. So then now the second one is that he's telling you that my table has header. You must understand what they mean by header. Header means more like a sub, you are trying to, okay, in this row, this is what it means. Like, okay, in this row now, we have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, all these numbers are my header. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling this that okay, my data has header. You know what I'm saying? So I will not check it. But if my data does not have header, for example, now I say okay, I say okay, it does not have header. And I click OK, it will create an header for me automatically. You understand? It will not name those header column 1, column 2. That's it. You can see it now. So he assumed that this number is also part of this one. So he created a new header for me. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
I need a
With you, sir.
feedback.
Yes, sir. We are with you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So he created a new header for me. So let me just undo what I just did now. You know how to do undo now? Undo. Control Y. Oh, sorry, Control Z. Or you come to this top part and you press. So then let's go back again. Table. So now I tell that okay, my table has header, so it will be checked. Now I press OK. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you filter your table. You understand? So now I just so it's not what I just did now. I've done. I've done this filter for you. So when you once you put a table, once you create a table on a series of data, it will automatically give you a filter button. So you won't be bothered yourself. Don't bother yourself of putting filter on it. You understand what I'm saying? So, but eventually you don't want to put it, you don't want to create a table for now. You can see just highlight this thing, just highlight it, or anywhere, just click anywhere and come to this sort and press filter. It will put filter for you, but it will not put it on the table. You know what I'm saying? But if you choose table, the table will give you filter automatically. You understand what I'm saying? That is how beautiful this table is. And if you want to remove this table now, maybe you don't want it again, just go to this design table. You could go to design table, and then you come to this aspect, convert to range. You don't want the table again, so you convert it to what? To range. You click on it. It will ask you, do you want to convert this table to range? Just say yes. So it has removed it to, so it only remove the filter and also remove the the table aspect. But if you want to bring it back, you know what to do now? Control T, or you click on insert table, then okay. Are you following me? So so now I was telling you the other time on this format style, you can see it now. So I told you that once you put in or you key in table on this, you can design this cell as you want. So you go to table design. If you not press Ctrl T, this tab will not surface. It is because you've created a table. That is why this tab appear. Are you getting it? So these are the different kind of tab style. You know what I'm saying? So you can just click your drop down and choose whatever one you like, just to make it. Because I've colored, so let me remove this default colors. This blue, orange, or pink and green. Let me remove it. So you highlight it, then you come to home button, you come to this aspect and you press no fill. So now you can now see the effect of all these ones. Now you see the effect. You can see the effect. You can see the effect. You can see the effect. So you need to choose anyone you want. That is the essence of this table that we'll discuss. So we have illustration. Maybe you want to import a picture, image, shape, all these kind of things here. So I don't think we are into drawing. So I don't think it's very important for us unless you want to draw in Excel. But if you want to draw, congratulations, keep drawing. So that is very simple. So if you want to tick the outer space, maybe you want to tick, want this outer space to be tick, click on it, then the outline. So increase the weight. This one I just and we're not into drawing, but at least if you know it now, you pay for it. So so you maybe want to change the color to any kind of color you want. Okay, let's click on color, you change it. So this one fill, you see the word shape field. You want to fill in this shape. So just check anyone you want, fill it. You get the point now. So maybe this one you want to give it some shape that fine. Now you can see it has added some feather to it. For those people into drawing, you know what we call feather. So these are just alphabet text. I don't think we need all these things for here because we are a data analyst people, so we don't really need those aspects. So we have recommendation. Okay, I think we are done with this one. So we have recommended charts. These are just charts. We have the kind of chart. We have the bar chart. We have the column or hierarchical chart. We have the line. So for example, now maybe I want to turn on the chart now. I can just click on this one. So maybe I just choose. I can see it now. That turned into chart for me. Sharp. See, it turned into sharp chart for me. So that's and if you don't want that chart, you can just click here and modify your chart. You get the point now. That's how we'll get to chart. I will just click on this data that you've done, then go to insert, then click on any kind of chart that you want. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want pie chart too, or okay, let's say there should be a way I can change my chart type. So maybe I want it to be pie. So I just right click here and I say the change chart type, and I change it to maybe I want it to be pie chart. I click on it and I press OK. It becomes pie chart for me. You can see. So we'll take it maybe when we get to dashboard mutation. So let me just delete it. So that's that for you. We have different kind of charts. So there is line again, there is column, there is win or loss. So we have slicer. Okay, when we come to dashboard, that's where we use slicer. Slicer is used to know when we are trying to apply pivot table, we will use slicer to group some data. You get the point. So it's more majorly used for grouping data and timeline too. So I don't think we need timeline. So they also work with pivot. You can see they work with pivot. They are cobra to pivot table. So we'll get them. We see. So this way, maybe you want to apply some blend to your what you are doing. That's where all these things come into play. You insert link on all these things. So comments, you want to put comment on your word, just like you put in your Microsoft Word. You want to add comment to each of these things. But it's a simple way, by just right clicking and see you can insert comments. Okay, this comment to nobody should touch it. To you can see it brought back by name. So do not tamper with this. You can just write it and do not. So do not change this. So that's how you apply comments. So for that, whenever anybody is on that cell, they will see the comments. As you can want, they say do not change anything from this cell. So it brought like a warning. But don't worry, we'll go to the real warning very soon. So I think we are done with this insert. So this drawing tool, like I said, unless you want to be a drawer, so you can just play around with all these things. So once you're done, you click. Once you're done, you click on the escape button, so that you not think that maybe I say drawing. You understand what I'm saying? You click on this one, you draw. So once you can see it's showing that you want to draw. Yeah. So I think there is two ways. Double click on the cell. It doesn't even work safe. So the best way is just to press a escape button. So once you press the escape button, it will free you. You can just modifying your this thing. So like I said, unless if you want to become a drawer, you can play around with this drawer. So now moving to the next tab. We are looking at our tab. Now for the first one, we have theme. So Excel can help you customize your Office tools for now. And I'm using on Office. So you can see when so now the effect of these things the effect of all this thing will shows in your table. You understand? It will show in your table. So if I choose this font now, my table will have changed. It will have added some different kind of layout again. But to be sincere, you don't really need it unless if you want to be Cinderella. You love color. So maybe you love fancy things. So that's where you want to. But to me, I'm particular about figure your fonts too, like auto font. But believe me, you can get your font in your own button. And this is where your font is. You have different kind of font here. Just choose anyone you like, and it will appear. For example, now I think we've done this on the first class. So I can just put it. Maybe I want this one. So change to this aspect. So that just font. So still on the page layout, we have the margin. This magic comes when you are printing size. So it show you your normal, your wide, your narrow. So maybe you want to print this aspect now. Let's see. So if I want to print this in now, print like I want to print out this aspect now. Is that very funny? You can see where it places my document now. It places it in there. It places all this cell into two sheets, which doesn't really make sense for me. You can see when I press print now, it split this thing for me. It split this cell for me. So, but there's some smart area to do that. So I don't know if anybody see what I just did now. Do you guys see what I just did now?
No, sir. Come again, sir.
Okay. 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 So I was trying to print, like I want to print what I just did now. Maybe I want to print this cell now. Excel is not like it's not like Microsoft Word. It's very easy to print. It has no by default it has given you page layout. You love it. It's very simple to do. But in Excel, it's not that easy to print. I'm telling you. So I want to delete. I don't think I will done this one. I want to delete in Excel. It is only amateur that start typing from column A1. If you are an amateur, maybe you are extreme beginner. In fact, I don't even expect anyone in this class to start typing from A1. In Excel, wherever you click, wherever you feel confident, start typing from it. Later, we can readjust the rest. You get the point now. Okay, now I started typing from column H4. So and later I'm done typing. And I don't want this SS. What you could have done is a simple thing. Highlight all these ones like this. Highlight it. And press Control minus. You can try it out. Control minus will delete all this SS row. You know what I'm saying? So, but this nowadays system now, I don't know it. If you have a separate keyboard, a separate number keyboard on your laptop, a separate number keyboard, or not the one at the top, not the one at the function aspect, but a separate one, more like a calculator. Then you press Control plus to insert a column into your sheet. But if you don't have that kind of number column, you have to activate that plus by pressing shift button. You press your shift button to activate that plus button on the okay, let's try it. So maybe I want to insert a column here now. I will teach you shortcut. I will teach you long cut. Whatever you like, use. You get the point now. It's not
Mr. Azuka, are you still with us?
So, hello.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay.
We can hear you now.
Sorry, my method just put up. Mhm. Mhm. Let me share my screen. Hmm? Let me see your friend. Yes, sir. So, where do you lost me, please?
You are still explaining this table.
You were on control minus, control plus, and the likes.
Okay. So, oh, good. Okay. No, it's not that. It's not even passive. Thank you. So, the control minus is for you to delete a row, while the control plus is to add, to insert a row. So it also work for both column and row too. So wherever you put your console, it works. If it is here, it works. If it is here, it works. So I just did this one. Let me just undo what I did here. Okay, good. So you can see what I just did here now. The number was hiding himself before. It wasn't that clear at the top. So all I need to do is just to highlight it here and double click on this. I just double click on it. It's it parted away by himself instead of having to start doing it one by one and start doing like this. Uh, Something like this. No time. What if you have like doesn't self? You see, it's not doesn't make sense. So that really doesn't really matter when you're dealing with. So now, hello, can you hear me? Yes, sir.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay. Please let me move the person, please. Let me move the person, please. Let me move that you didn't know.
We can hear you, sir.
Now, I proceed.
Please proceed. You can go ahead. Proceed, sir.
Hello.
You can proceed.
Hello.
You can proceed.
Hello, sir. We can hear you, sir. You can continue, sir.
Hello. Are you charging my phone? Please do that. So I've asked that question since, so I don't know why. Okay, let me do it. Let me stop sharing. So I think I've taught you how to insert a new row. So if I want to, let me change this color. Don't like this color. Let me see this one. We're not going to same thing on. Let me see. Okay, let's get the one. Maybe this one.
Ramon, Mr. Azuka, we cannot see your screen.
Uh-huh. Okay, let me share it then. Let me know what, let me close and re-enter again. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, good. So let's proceed now. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see it. We can see it.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, good. So I've been able to explain myself on how to insert a new row and a new column in each of the cell, and by pressing your control minus and control plus. So, and this will determine by the kind of laptop keyboard that you're using. If you're using the new one, you will need to press your shift button to activate the control plus, because both the plus and they are equal, and the equals to are on the same button. So, and you understand that the upper one will be activated by pressing your shift button. If you check your keyboard now, you will see 1 2 3 4 5 6 to 0. Then on top of that one, you will see symbol. So you only use your shift button to activate those symbols. That's why you're using your shift button to activate the plus on the equals to symbol, because they both share the same key, on the keyboard. So that is the reason. So but look at the minus. The minus is below, and that is why you don't need to press your shift button. But maybe you want to use hyphen, the hyphen is above. You need to activate it by pressing your shift button. I hope you get that. So now, like I said, it is only amateur that start Excel in A1. You don't start Excel in A1 if you are a pro, or if you are just learning. That doesn't make sense, because you can easily adjust all these things later. So now I want to delete all these things now. I don't want this gap. There's one thing is to delete all this cell, all this number in this cell, like highlight it and delete. Another one is to bring in this figure, all this my table, and bring it here. You understand? So instead of me to just highlight, then start dragging, it doesn't make sense. Highlight and drag. Who does that? Now highlight and drag. Doesn't make sense. But though it works too. Like I said, learn to know many ways to do something, but choose the smartest one. You get the point now. Let me undo. So just highlight, just come here, click on the column G, then you drag it to the column A, and you press your what? Control minus. Okay? Isn't it that beautiful? You can see, very simple. Same thing as this one. I don't want this SS here. I highlight it from 1 to 3. You get the point? And I press control. Oh, sorry. So I light don't mind my keyboard, my mouse. So I click and just delete anyone, it works. You get the point now. So I've teach you on how to insert column, how to insert row, blank row in a cell. Okay, so let me remove it. I don't want those blank row. I highlight it and I press right click and press delete. This one too, I can do it one by one or do it at once. I click on this row, I come to E2, If I come to E and press and click on it, it will not highlight C again. So what I need to do is to hold down my control key. You hold down your control key, then you now click on it. Voila. You can see that it has highlighted 2 columns at once. It works everywhere, even in your normal file in your computer. If you want to highlight as many files in that folder, all you need to do is to just hold down your control key and start clicking on those ones, or you press your shift. So the impact of shift and control in a cell differs. For example, now I want to highlight from column C to column I, from column C to column I. I can do it at one click, and I also can do it in bit by bit. But why doing it bit by bit when you know the formula for one click? You get the point now. So that's why you have to know where to use your control, and you know where you want to use your shift. Those are the buttons on your keyboard. So you just click on column C, and so if you click on control and you start clicking on D, that's one way. You can see. So that's one way. Now you have highlighted column C to D by holding down your control key. But why doing that? You can also do it the smartest way. Highlight this column C, hold down your shift button, and come here. You can see it highlighted everything together at once. That is the essence of difference between shift and control key. Hope I'm communicating. Getting feedback. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello, we can hear you.
Oh, good. So now we are still on that page layout, right? So we are still on that. So we want to print this this area now. This area, I want to print it now. So look at how it works in Excel. Print. So it only highlighted 1, 2, this aspect. So okay, we see have some empty column in this sheet. So it also make it in two sheets. So let's delete those empty columns. So come here, right click, delete. Come here to right click, delete. So because we press this print layout, sorry, this aspect, so it has created a ties for us that okay, a Zello guy, we can only print this aspect. Now whatever you put in this sheet, in this column A to F till row 45 is what it will print out. For example, now let me continue, let me add some value to here. Maybe equals to this one plus plus 10 plus 20 other. The breaker stops at this 45. You get the point. Let me highlight so as you guys can know, you can see now. Let me highlight here too. Let me print here like red. So you can see now. So let's print now. Let's go to print. The first page stops at, so look at the second page. So this is the second one. You can see number 7. It also has some balance. You can see it now. But Excel is very smart. You know that we always face this difficulty, and that's where this aspect print break preview comes into play. The print break preview is beside your zoom button. You get the point now. So this aspect, once you press this aspect, it will create you a blue what they call it, blue tick line. So you can now move it to the aspect where you want it to print out. You get the point now. So maybe I want to print out here. So let's see it again if you work. So I think we've now adjusted it. So let's just click on it and this aspect now. Okay, we want Excel to print it in this aspect, or let's select this one. So I think it has worked now. Let's see. You can see it has worked. So that is the beauty. Okay, it remains the damn page. So what, to make your numbers visible, that aspect is okay for you. At least it has occupied the whole what do you call it, the whole number that is on that cell. You get the point now. That is the beauty of this print preview print area. You get the point now. So in fact it okay, it remains small. So let's undo it. I think let's undo what we've just done here by pressing undo button. So next thing here, I think we've done this, we are seeing in page layout, we've done this one. Orientation. All this ones concerns you when you are trying to print out. Everybody knows orientation now. You want to print in landscape or you want to print in portrait. So you have the size too of what you are printing to. So print area. So most of us in statistics, I don't think we'll be printing, but if we're printing, these are the place you need to make some adjustments. So we have backgrounds. Maybe you want to put some background colors in this sheet too, more like a watermark too. Can you bring in a picture from your laptop, or you Google search. So because this is not a Google sheet, that's why you're seeing blank. If it is Meta, I won't even allow it. That is why you're seeing blank. So blank is more like a search page for Microsoft. Get the point. So we have the print type too. So and we have the width, height, all these ones are the settings you do. Maybe you want to print, you want that to be in one page. You want it to be everything in this sheet now. You want it to be in page 1 of 1 and page 1 of 1. So let's see how it works. Print. See what it will be in page 1 of 1. That is the beauty of this one. Sometimes I prefer using these ones. I prefer using it because at least it saves me a lot of headache. I don't need to crack my brain. So all I just need to do is just to expand this one a little bit by highlighting everything and drag anyone. So it will adjust the rest. You can see it now. It will adjust the rest. So I highlight everything in this row. Instead of to be adjusting one by one, like one by one, it doesn't make sense. You have to use your time for just highlight everything like this. Then you just drag one of them. It will allow them in equal size. And because I've set it to page 1 of 1, I like using page 1 of 1 width and height. I come to print, and so it has become extremely small. You get the point now. So you start adjusting again. So that is how I normally print my own Excel workbook. You get the point now. So that is just it works. I think it's more feasible a little bit. So okay, let's go to the next page, which is the grid line. This one is very, very beautiful. I think it also appears in, I'm surprised I'm even seeing it here, sir. But the place I normally see them is under view. That is their storehouse under view. These things you are saying, if you're into data analysis, is very good for you. This grid line, head view, but we'll treat more of them. All these send forward, bring back, send back, they usually use for adjusting picture. Maybe you have picture now, you bring it here, you want to send the picture back. If you are good in designing a little bit, at least not to use Canva. all this send back will not be a surprise for you. You used to bring a image forward, backward. So let's go to formulas. So, well, these are the normal formula that we'll be using here. It's just the auto sum and the rest under it. So if maybe your guy will be teaching other formulas, Python, R, but basically all this math trigonometry, all these things, cosine. So time and date, all these functions too matters too. But if you know what you're looking for in Excel, all this formula you can bring it up by just pressing equals to. Maybe I want to note this, so I can just equals to, or let me increase this one, sorry. Okay, let me shift them. Just like I said, in Excel, if you want to activate the most ways. So start date, end date. So okay, for example, I want to know today's date now in Excel. Let press equals to and press today. So it will give you the current. So it shows that today is 20 by this formula alone. We show you what today is. You can see it now. So the normally use want to link up maybe a loan. They use for loan, they use for inventory, they use for calculating debtors day, maybe when the debtors are supposed to pay, maybe it has elapsed. They will use it to subtract the day, the original date. Okay, for example, now this person supposed to pay in today is November. Let me sorry, let me just press 7th of this month, August 2014. So this is the day he's supposed to pay back my loan that I owe him. So that you owe me rather. So I want to know how many days it has elapsed. All I need to do is just enter this formula. You know, you can see I did not press 2012, 2024, I did not press it. So I just press equals to. So this date minus this date. So it's giving me this function. I think I come here to convert it to number. I think it works like that. Number. So somebody, maybe don't worry, we'll still go back to this one. So that's how it works. You use it to subtract the owing, average owing. So apply some formula to give you exact date, the exact what they call it, the exact period this person is owing for. So we're under formula. So that different kind of formula, the name manager, where you know the name that you've set. But unfortunately, we've not created any name, so we can't even say any name. For example, okay, for example, we want to this column rather, we want to name it as Monday. Whenever you're naming a column or a cell, don't put gap on it. Don't put gap at all. So I want to name it Monday. So now, so once you name a row or you name a cell or a column, it has become formula. I can bring it up and also equals to Monday. It will come Monday. Okay, let me see. Did I press enter? Okay, we know now. Okay, I did not create it. I did not create it. So this column now, and I name it Monday. I think it should have worked now. Good. So if I press equals to now and I press Monday, now you can see that it comes as a formula because I've named this column Monday, and it will also appear in this name manager too. That okay, I have a column name Monday, and it show me where it reference to. It's reference to sheet 2, G and G, which is only column G in this sheet 2. This is sheet 2. We have different kind of sheet here, but it's saying sheet, and this is the column it reference to. And it's giving me the workbook. Call it scope. Scope is workbook. So, and it's giving me the number of information that is on that row. So that is, it's giving me, so these are the numbers. This is number 7534. It's giving me the whole number in it. You get the point now. So that is what this name manager works for. Use formula. As Monday, maybe you want to use this formula. Trace precedent. They use this one to track formula and linking formula. Maybe I want to know where the formula comes from. So it's telling me that this formula split into this place. So that is the essence of this one. So let me remove the arrow. So they just use them to trace formula. So you can see, when I say equals to Monday, and I come here. So it's telling that, okay, let's trace this, because I click on it. So let's trace where this is coming from. So that when I click on trace precedent, okay, I think it's working now. Okay, yeah, I can click here. So it's saying that this thing split here, because if you check here, it give you equals to Monday. And remember, this column is, I've named it Monday. You get the point now. So let me remove it because of my time. So this also show formulas too. You get the point. It's also show formulas too. So all the old formula that we've ever worked on, and see formula. This is a formula. You are surprised that I just drag. I don't just drag. I've applied formula on it, and when I drag it, it gives me what I want. You can see all these ones are they are real figures, but this other one, they are formula. They're not real figure. You get the point. If I see, you can see they are formula. You can see it now. You can see they're all formula. I don't want to show formula again. So you can see now it has become number. Physically, you're seeing this, like because I was saying physically you're seeing number, but spiritually you're seeing you're seeing formulas. You get the point now. So they're not really real. They are formulas that becomes number when you're seeing it. So this is back end for people that are into developer. This is back end. This is front end. Are you with me? So error, check error. They use one to also check error. That's why calculation was for, but you don't need calculation. The calculator rather. So data, this is my sweet part. In fact, it's one of my sweet parts in Excel. This data aspect, because if you're into data analysis, you have to familiarize yourself with these things. So I believe your guy will be teaching you on how to import different kind of data from database into Excel. So maybe file, this is JSON file, PDF, folder, text to CSV, database. Maybe you want to pull from database, you pull your MySQL data. This is where you bring it into Excel to analyze it. So maybe I show it to, maybe you have to log into Azure. So from others one too, I don't know, say Power Platform, on other source too, from web too. Sometimes you can also analyze from web too. So by just putting in the link, Excel will bring in those information from that web, and if the information on that web has table, it's also bringing the table from the web too into it. So these are just different kind of database. Okay, so match. So that just the aspect of this get data, and you just summarize it using all these aspects. So get and transform data. So you have refresh too, we have query and connections too, but this sorting, this sort will treat all these sortings in under home. So they just repeating themselves in data. You get now. So this filter too, if other or treat it under home too, there's filter here. If you press your insert this table, Control T, you automatically have this filter. This is filter. This is what we call filter. You can able to filter number. Maybe you don't want any number that is below 400 to appear. Okay, let's say any number that is greater than, okay, less than, number that's less than 500, it should not appear. Okay, show, yeah, is if it's less than 500, it should appear. So it will show you number that's less than 500. You can see it's only 403 and 438 are the only number that are below 500. So that is the essence of, and you can see it affected the rest of the cell. It affected them. You get now. So let me free it. So you clear the So let me just delete this one so it will not complicate matter for you guys. So Control Shift down. Then you press Control minus. Can see it? Control Shift down, then Control minus. I think did we miss something when we are doing this thing? We're under view, right? Are we? Where are we? We're under. Okay, we're under data, not view. Okay, good. So I told you that this one is under. So we also have advanced filter. There's something like advanced filter. Just use your Control T and you can filter whatever thing that you want to filter. Let me remove this red by going to home, then don't look for black. Just say no fill. You're fine. It will give you a default what they call it, default format. So we under data too. So we have text to column. This text to column, please don't joke with it. We also work on it. It's very, very sweet, as in very, very, very sweet. Okay, let's do something. I will see get some data too. But let's just do some random data. It says your name is Jacob Zuma. Get the point now. The next one is a Dekila Uzo. Another one is Dele Kilani. Another one is let me write my name, Azuka Monday. And I want to separate these two. I want to separate these are full name. I want to make it first name and last name. You get the point now. So for example, now you pull a data from your Google Sheet now, Google form, and instead of it to tell your student that they should instead of it to create a kind of flow that will first require son name, first name, and other name, you just say give us full name, and now you want to separate it, you can't separate it again. So Excel will help you separate it, and that is where this one comes to play. Text to column, very sweet and important. What they call it, important tools in Excel. Let me on my phone, maybe in case if I got message. So what you do is highlight it, click on text to column. Now you have two kind of text to column there, two kind of prompts. You can say you are going to convert text to column. So you said you have two options. Say character such as command, comma, or tab separate each field. Another one is fixed with field are aligned in column with space between each field. If you have an aligned, this one is grammar. The second one is grammar. If you have an aligned information, and you want to remove the first one, then you can use the fixed width. But if you don't have an aligned information, just use the delimiter. Click on it, and click on next. So now you have different kind of delimiter. So it's telling that, okay, does your data have tab? Does it have semicolon? Do you want to use semicolon as a parameter? Do you want to use a tab as a parameter? Do you want to use comma as a parameter? Do you want to use space? Do you want to use order? Maybe there's from order, maybe a symbol or a number or an what they call it, alphabet or number to split it. But me, I know what I want. You can see Jacob Zuma. There is space between Jacob and Zuma. There is space between Kilani and Uzo. There is space between Dele and Kilani and a space between. So that's okay. I want space, so I just check space. You can see when I check space, what happened? It split Jacob and Zuma for me, and the rest, and you just press next and finish. Do button. Isn't it so sweet? So do a big do.
It is. Let's continue.
Okay. So that's how you separate separate a cell into two that have maybe a figure. That's the work of text to column. We have this aspect, data validation, data invalid data, clear data circle, You also have delete, where you delete duplicates too. These tools is used to delete duplicate. Assuming I cannot duplicate it. So let's quickly do. Okay, don't worry. We'll do this one next week. This data validation or subsequent week. So, what if analysis and forecast tool. So I think the other lecture will take you on that. So we have the review aspect. I think this is a grammatical aspect in Excel. You want to watch your spelling. You want to insert. I'll teach you how to put any comment now. So just by right clicking and doing the rest. So check your grammatical aspect. Protect your workbook and sheet too. So maybe you want to protect this. You want to put what they call it password. This is where it comes to review. So you also have view too. So this normal view. You also have break view. You have normal view. These are the. You also have it below too. You have the normal view here. You have the page layout view. You also have the print view or page break preview. But this is just normal view here, and this another. So this is just working on, and you have the page layout. I'll teach you that in under your page layout here. So you have the so now this aspect now is very important too. When you're doing your maybe now you can see by default like Excel as cell, and you can see the lines on it. So if you don't want the lines on it, just this is what they call grid line. Uncheck it, it will disappear. So you can see there's not looking line anymore. It has become more like a Microsoft Word. So, and if you don't want this is formula bar. This is your formula bar where you put your formula. If you don't want it to show again, just click on it, it will disappear. Your formula bar will disappear. And if you don't like headings here, click on it, your headings will disappear. So there you can see there's no I want 1, 2, 3, there's no what they call it, ABC. So you just come under your view, then probably it appears again. Probably your green line too, it appears again. And top your formula bar too, it also appear again. So this is just zoom. You can zoom to be using this aspect below your screen, and I'll also come here and zoom out. So that's something I did. So the new window, maybe you want to create a new window, open another second window. That's the work for this one. Arrange all. So let's quickly deal with this one before I call it a day. So freeze. Let's work on this one very well. Freeze plane, freeze top row, freeze first row. Don't worry, you only need one. And once you get the one, it will help you the rest. To help you dealing with the rest. So let me just delete all these ones. So let's deal with freeze now. So let me just rename this one as freeze. I have to freeze. So how to freeze. Now it is very important that you know how to freeze. Let me make this data set much. So this table design, I don't like the view tone for me. Go down at all. Not switch. You know what? Let me just I can't switch safe. Let me just do it now. I'll start. I'm going to come here and give it this one. No fill at all. No fill. Okay, let's leave it this way. So now, so now, this first field now, we are under view, and we are treating freeze pane. Now, the essence of freeze pane is that it doesn't make sense that you are as a data analyst, you are trying to work on your data, and you scroll down, and maybe you see have a large number of data sets, and you scroll down, so you've forgotten what the headings even stand for. You can see you have number 1, number 2. That's your heading. You've forgotten what it stands for because you overworked yourself to the down row or color row. So you want to ensure that you are seeing this top number. Like you want to see now, okay, I'm in column A. I know what column A stands for. This is set, this is capital, this is gender. So you want to know what it stands for while working with a large set of data. So that is where this phrase comes into place. Though you can also use your table. Once you put it in your table, it will show. You can see it has shown. You know, you are able to know what your column represents. You understand? But let me undo. So now come under your view. Okay. So this one say freeze top row. It only freeze your top row. So once you click on it, bam. So it will freeze only the top row for you. You can see it has freeze it for you. Even without applying table, it has freeze your top row for you. So the next one is this one say freeze first column. Your column is what? Column A. That's your first column. If you click on it, bam, it has freeze. Now it has unfreeze. If you notice that it has unfreeze your what do you call it? Your top row, which happens to be row 1. It has unfreeze it. Now it has freeze your column A. So how do you know that it has freeze your column A? Let's see. Try to go to your left, to your right hand side. You can see, no matter where you go, the column A will still appear and show itself because you have freeze the first column. So now this aspect is what normally gives some people a headache. Is how do I freeze both the top and the bottom, both the row and the column? How do I freeze them? So now you have to be sure of where to freeze. If you want to freeze both the column and the row at once. So maybe you want to freeze this aspect. Please come on, let me chat with Sandra. So you want to freeze this from column A to column, sorry, from row 1 to row 5. You want to freeze it. So let's just align so you can see it for yourself. Let's align it to, let's align it like this. So and you want to freeze some too. Okay, well, let me say you want to freeze these two together with it. I'm just trying to make it if this thing then show 1 minute. Yes, now. So now I want this one to appear. I want all these ones to appear, and I want all this one to appear irrespective of where I move to. So if I move to this one, if I move downward, this top one must appear. If I move to right hand, this column A, and B must appear. That means I have to put my cursor here. Are you seeing what I'm saying? So if you want to do that, so you want to fix this top one from 1 to 5, then your cursor must be in 6, in row 6. If I want to freeze A and B, then your cursor must be in C column. So that means where 2 of them meet each other underneath, that is where I will place my cursor. That is the cell that I will click on. And then I'll now go to view. I'll go to view and I'll press this first one. Let me press on, you press on freeze before you, so now go to, now press this freeze pane. Freeze pane. Once I click on it, bam. Now it has freeze both the row and the column for me at once. So I just alpha. So look at it now. You can see. You can see. So let's go down to. You can see. So I have freeze both the column and the row together at once. You can see this. Like you can see the mark. You can see the mark. So that is how you freeze. Please, I want you to go and practice this freeze print tonight, or well before we meet in the next class. Trust someone as well to practice it. It's very, very important. It will help you. It's very, very important. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I think I have a video on that on YouTube, so it will really help you. So trust to try that. So we have on freeze. We have the freeze pane. We have the top one, and we have the first column too. But ensure that you know how to use this first one. That's one of the edit that people normally face. So that's freeze. So you can also hide a current window and bring it back by on hiding too. And so that you can handle. So like I said, I want to hide this sheet now. Right click on it and hide it. So it has hide himself. Like it coming, it has also hide himself too. So by bringing it back, I can just right click here and go to on hide and click on where I want to show. Well, so it has appeared. So that's how you hide and unhide. Automated. I don't know what this one was for. Okay, QuickBook. QuickBook for me, I'm an accountant, so your normal is that we now have QuickBook. So you have your help to contact support for Excel. So and this brings us to the end of today's class. So you have know the primary I'm going to say a little bit basic of all these tabs and what it works for. So you can ask your question.
Thank you so much, Mr. Azuka. We really appreciate you. Thank you for this wonderful class tonight. So the floor is open. You can ask your question by raising up your hand, or you drop it in our chat box. So you can ask your question, please, if you have any question.
The floor is open. Ask question.
Yeah, Olawale David, you are raising up your hand, sir. Can you ask your question, please? Olawale David.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Evening, sir.
I've actually dropped my question on the WhatsApp platform. I was actually the screen is blurring at my hand here, and the facilitator pace is probably it should reduce the pace at which is lecturing, so we could grab since it's more of an practical thing, we can easily follow. So when we want to work fast as in do the practical on our own personal time, we go to recall all that we said, one or two things. That is my observation. Thank you.
Okay. Is well noted. The observation is well noted. The what's it called? The link for tonight class will be shared so that we can rewatch and watch again. So let me check question from our chat box. you can come up with other questions in the next class. But I'm going to talk to the tutor, so at least it will slow it down a bit. But you can go through the video, and in the next class, if you don't clear with anything, that will be the first thing that is going to address before he will move down to the work that he have for that day. So thank you so much, Mr. Azuka. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And tomorrow,
Can we ask something, please? Yeah, thank you. I noticed that you copied a particular figure, calculated figures that you use formula to sum it. Then you copied those figures that were cutting through formulas, and then you paste it somewhere else. You know, if you paste somewhere else, it automatically showed like in form of arch or asterisk signs. Means that you cannot just copy formula and paste there. But I noticed that it seems you did something and it works. Without those figures still showing, and those figures were still showing. So how did you do it, please?
To be sincere, I don't really know what you asked, because I know I did some calculation, but I think I only used two formula tonight. I only did two formula tonight, so I don't really. I don't want to go into formula tonight. Maybe our next class now we'll now start dealing with formulas. So I think what I did was I did two things, but I don't know which of them you are talking about.
Okay, let me explain a bit better. Let me explain better. For example, if you have like for column number 1, number 2, number 3, and you have used a formula to get these figures, for example, I'm just saying for example now, assuming you use like example, let's say 5, 3, 4 plus 5, the other figure, don't know what is written there. It's assuming 5, let's say 5, 3, 4 is the first one, number 1. And then the second one is 5, 3, 5. And then you have the summation in the front. For example, I'm just saying that. For example. And then the second one, you drag it. You drag that, assuming there were other numbers here, and you drag the third column, and it gives you figures. By summing both column 1 and column 2 together.
And yes.
Do you get where I'm going to?
I get what it does. So what I wanted to multiply this. What I do then? I just press.
Then you decided to copy that particular number from that number 3 column. You copy it to somewhere else.
Yes, I know what I'm talking about. I only copy formula, and that's why it replicates. Okay, for example, don't worry, I know where you are going to, but we will dip into it very soon. You get the point now. Where we'll do our sum, or I will do some referencing to referencing, relative referencing, and misreferencing. So we will do that in our previous class. So like, okay, for example, now if I drag this one down now, it will give me the same value, and I don't want it. You guys, I don't want it. So what I did then was that I just added some figure. So I just said this one equals to them, and I added 20 to it. So that means 824 plus 20. What is in 824? What is in 824 is 1307.9. Then plus 20. It will give me this figure 1329, and I drag it down. You can see that it has changed. So you can see that the figure does not are not the same thing, because I've added 20 to it. So anywhere I click, you can see 2020. So I think that's what I did here, and I drag it again like this. Just drag this way. So that was what I did. You know what I'm saying? And the other one that I did was I just press equals to, and I generate a random figure. I think I did this one very well.
Okay,
week.
thank you. Then let's assume that you
So,
decided to copy the one
and
any
check
of
the
those
rand
formulas you
between
have tracked. You decided to copy that column and paste
the
it
top
somewhere
figure,
else.
maybe 200, then another, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. It will work now because I'm copying formula. It will work. So
Yeah,
now
copy
look at
and
it now.
paste it.
Do you know why? Do you know what? Why it gave me all this formula now? If you click on it now, you will see the result. So it's saying this space, an empty space. Yes, I just copy and paste. I just copy and paste. It's a formula. So because the formula has a figure 20. So it says cell 1I25, which happens to be an empty cell, or 0 plus this 20. So it gave me 20. So look at the second cell now. You can see cell I26 is what? Is 20. Then plus 20, it will give you 40. And that's just it. Don't want to do some basic calculation next week. Okay. Any other
Yes.
question too?
Thank you. What I'm actually saying is that maybe it
Okay.
doesn't work. Maybe it doesn't work. What I'm saying is that now you have copied those particular numbers that were there.
Okay.
And now, assuming I want to use those numbers, I don't want to use the formulas again. I want to use those numbers, and I copy it. Can I copy it, paste somewhere, and will it paste? And those figures will still show. I don't mean formula showing now.
I got it. I did that last week now.
This
So
special.
it's special. Copy, then right click, then use this paste value, paste as value. So it become number. I did that this last week. So that is, you can see this is formula.
It's not the numbers that are you copy that are showing there. What you are showing there is 2040. I don't want 2040. What I want is these figures that you track before. 2000, is it 2000 something? Is my own is slim. Those those figures that you have, that is what I'm looking for. I don't want 2040.
Okay, this 118.
Yes, I want to get those exact numbers. Yes, that's a copy. I want to get those numbers.
Oh yeah, only copy. Abby, I've copied Abby.
Yes.
Okay, let me go somewhere else there. Okay, let me put it there so I can see it. So come here. Yeah.
Yes.
You can see it now. Then right click. Yeah.
Yes.
Press this one. Don't paste. Don't press paste. Press this one. Don't press this one. Press this one. Value. You know, go.
Okay.
Then
yes.
Press it. So this is it. See, the no more value again.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you very much. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to learn. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Ojo, thank you for tonight.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Then the tomorrow class is going to start by 7 p.m. please. And I'm going to be sending the data that we're going to be using for the analysis tomorrow. Please make sure you download the data against tomorrow so that it will fasten our work and then everybody will be carried along. So thank you so much. I'm going to share the link for tonight's class so that you can watch and rewatch again. So if you have any other question, you can send me a DM or you send it to our email. And also, I will be waiting for our feedback tonight based on today's class so that that one will help us to amend anything that you think that we can amend and then give us the accolades for the class. So thank you so much. I really appreciate. Tomorrow is not exam. Tomorrow is for SPSS. Tomorrow is for SPSS. So thank you so much. See you tomorrow by 7 p.m. Have a wonderful night rest. Thank you.